Hello, guess I'm streaming. And we are going to do the GTO review. And probably I'm gonna clicking some and delete the file we already analyzed. So this is 7700 hand, which happened a long time ago, that more than 10 days ago. Actually, I supposed to do it earlier in the future. But this one, oh, there's a lot of EV loss and I think I already range it according to EV loss. Okay, let's clicking. This is the hand. We lost 17 big blind. There's a lot of hands. So we are in green. The opponent is in the orange. And let's see how it goes. It's blunder, I guess. This is a warning blunder. We had king jack pre-flop in the button. Pretty standard open. So this is the he used in solving for 100 big blind, but actually we get more than that. So this is the actual big blind we do. I think this is an unnail 50. Yes, such a big game. So we open it pretty standard. He three bet. Small was three bet to. Actually, I don't think that's correct. He made a big. He may make a big bet. Hmm. This hand. Probably I should find Poker Tracker, find out what's going on in the hand. So it may be better. It may be better to understand. Yeah, the hand, but it's hard to find out honestly because this doesn't make sense, right? Here, 2.24. I mean, it looks like a mean raise to me, but it's not. You see, it's double. That doesn't make sense. Hmm. That doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. I think a small blind, but here we actually supposed to just fold it sometime, like a 1/8 the time do a 4-bet bluff, but you shouldn't do that too often. And the flop comes king high, but this is already out of line. We shouldn't continue this hand. And yeah, flop. Let's say following this, but I think maybe let me go to check that because it's some hands. Pretty much that's a hand that king jack hand. Is that a big hand? Let's see. We do win 124 pot. Think I think I find it. King jack 119 small blind 3-bet. Yep, the opponent actually mean 3-bet to 4.98, which is in the GTO he doesn't understand. He cannot solve for that because nobody raised to this side. That's why. Oh, that's really interesting because if the people play some interesting spot, you just actually don't know. As opposed to for most of the time, if it raises to 12, but for giving this sizing, I think we should call here. From comes this, he checks. I bet small because I get hard top pair. He may get queen, but actually most of the time you should check it back or bet fairly small. So GTO suggests to bet fairly small or you just check it back. I think check it back is better. Turn come he raise, I call. It's a correct move. Turn comes a 7. Check check is actually correct. They may have tons of better hand. Let me auto sets and puck control is fairly good. If it comes to jack, we make 2 pair and he actually gets 7-4. That's nothing. Your opponent is doing out of line, That's actually you should say go all in actually. So what happened the hand is we are playing 119 deep and we get top 2 on the river. The pot is 48.84. He bet 40, and I just call 40. Are there the worst hands gonna call me? Could be kings, could be ace, king, aces. I don't. I honestly don't know any hand is gonna worse, gonna call me though, but the GTO suggests you should jam all in. You get actually better equity. Um, 6-7, 8-7, some kind of hand turn into bluff. I don't know what kind of hand you check raise the flop, and there's no flush draw. Only 6-7, the straight draw. That's not hand. Worst hand gonna call until a set, right? So yeah, this hand's really weird. I mean, this is not a standard spot. Not this hand. We just keep it. This hand we lose 13 big blind. So what's going on? We get button again. Pretty kind of deep. We raise 2.5 king queen off at the standard. Big blind raise. So in the bottom we should defend our king queen off. In our position we just fold. But if facing an aggressive opponent, you probably should call some of the time, but even though he raised fairly big, 13.5, almost 6x, and we do a call, flop come, and small blind jams all in. No. And I should never call up an all in, what the opponent shows, I don't know. I mean, this is a hand out of line. You use the king queen off to call an all in, you should never do it. Wait a second, the small blinds here, okay. It's so weird because I raise, small blind call, big blind raise. I get pocket 10, that kind of stuff. It's not that strong, I remember that hand. But still, it's such a weird spot. Get king queen off. Yeah, that hand. The opponent get ace 8 suited. He's go out of line, but king queen off such a hand that shouldn't do that though. This hand we lost 12, big blind. Okay, another we get hijack. Another gun raise 2.5, we 3 back to 8. That's correct move, 100%. It doesn't have a calling option even. It's really funny that against another gun you should never have a calling range. And flop comes a7-4, another gun check. We bet the pot is 17.5. We bet 5, 1/3 around. Actually, he's saying checking or betting half, which makes sense. Let me see. Or betting 2/3 also. I think on this board, make it no, I don't think so. You should bet because we can have a lot of overpair. Why he can only have a lot of two overs? We probably just bet. Anyway, opponent call. 10 comes a 5. We should just check 100% of the time. Doing correct. River comes. He shove all in. We beat this hand. Get jack 10. I remember I'm against a crazy opponent. I remember, even though I do this call, but I feel like he got nothing over there. Why? The reason? It doesn't make too much sense. What kind of hand you really get there? A 4, ace 4, or pocket 6s? I don't know. I shouldn't call though. Why did I call? He can have pocket 6s, but why he jam all in? This is has a so weird spot though, but you should always fold it because you would hope I'll have a 6, but your opponent will have. This hand is not existing GTO spot because your opponent 3 bet a6 suited, so he flop make a full house. This is something that's pretty weird though. Anyway, cut off. We can pocket 6s, and we do some weird move here too. That we jam all in on this board when we have range advantage. But still, he doesn't say. He's just doing call is better. Okay, start at this spot. This is a spot that really interesting because we are pocket 6s. We are in the cutoff race, cutoff race to 6.5, and then big blind 3 bet to almost 3x. Let's see. He actually 3 bet to. No, hijack raise with 3 bet. Big blind 4 bet to 23. We just call. Big blind 4 bet. Actually, under the gun raise, big 3 bet. Big blind 4 bet. We should actually call with pocket 6 100% of the time. It says 100% of the time. It's pretty interesting. You should never fold pocket 6s here. Let's see, pocket 8 also. Pocket 8 is supposed to fold. Why? Pocket 9 fold. Pocket 5 100% call. So all the low pair, you're gonna call 100% of the time. GTO 5-4 suited 100% of the time. 5-6 suited 100% of the time. There are no 7-6 suited, no A7, no 9A because your 6s and 7s already cover the board. And 10-9 suited 100% of the time when you're in position for bet. Pocket 10, you actually, when the hand gets stronger, you get to fold more because Jacks 100% of the time, Queen's calling 100% of the time. No, don't just not all in. Pocket King 77% of the time, 23% of the time. Pocket Ace is just calling. Actually, the GTO is facing a 4-bet in position. He doesn't show too much all-in aggression. 9.3% 5-bet jam, but with Ace King suited 99%. Sometimes 35% Ace King offsuit and King 77%. Queens, Aces, Jacks 100% call. Ace Queen off fold 60% of the time. Ace Queen suited call 100% of the time. Ace Jack suited, Ace 10 gonna lean towards the folding size, while Ace 5 suited 100% call, Ace 4 suited almost call, Ace 3 suited is call. So GTO, you call a lot of low board, call some King Queen suited, that kind of strong hand. I mean, King Queen suited is not that strong, I guess, facing a 4-bet. You're just ahead of Jacks, and you have a little bit Broadway suited playability, but I don't know. King 10 suited gonna fold, and Ace Jack 100% fold, King 9 suited 100% fold, Ace 9 suited 100% fold, that kind of stuff. It's funny though, this spot. We choose to call, which is following the GTO, pretty standard. So actually, if flop comes this, when he bets small, when he bet 9, he's betting 100% of the time. There's never checking. So you're betting 90% of the time, but most of the time bet 18.5. It's suggesting to bet big into 37.5. And facing a deck kind of bet, pocket 6 is 100% call, which he shouldn't jams all in. It's just interesting that because at that time I'm thinking about if the board is like that, I have a range advantage, I just go for it. And what if the turn comes an ace or a king or queen, I feel sucks to continue, right? But the GTO says supposed to just call, which you do all the hand, you are calling 81% of the time, facing a bet. I mean, facing a 18.5 bet. No, 9.5. Yeah, facing a 9.4 bet, you're calling some. Okay, let's say he bet half. You are calling much less, but pocket 6 you choose the suited to continue. While fold more. Yeah, that's it. This is the line. I also have some hand that okay, we're going through here. We go through 4, 5 hands. Pretty good. This is pretty good though. We gotta delete this one because we already review it. Let's see this one. It's also same day, I guess. 19, and some hand are 18, some hand are 19, and this time we play better. So I think 19 we have a better day for playing. Let's see. Yep, that day we have much better result than we win almost 1,000 big blind at the beginning. 19 actually is we do pretty well. We at one point we are winning, I guess, $500 that day online. It's just such a crazy curve. That's one of the best day we're doing I think. And but we lost it back in the later. Later we lost $350 on basically because of the showdown hand. I will show you guys the curve. I think I will show this curve right here. Let me see. This is a window capture. No, I should do this. Yeah, see this? So at one point, this is July the 19th. We have perfect curve until 13,000 hand. Even like here, we're doing pretty great. Bluffing and blue curve and red curve doing pretty well together. And however, I think we get some kind of bad beat or running bad start too. And basically, the blue curve goes down. So yeah, I mean, shit's happen. But that day we can see we are following much better in the GTO. Actually, it's funny that I found that when we have more following in the GTO, we actually doing better. So let's start at this spot though. We are cut off with King Jack suited, standard open. No, we standard 3-bet 80% of the time. I even though against a hijack race, but King Jack suited is pretty good to 3-bet. Flop comes this, so when you open the flush draw board, it's actually betting 1/3 is better. It's saying when he check the opponent check, we for sure gonna continue to bet. Checking doesn't do good, but 1/3 is actually better. It says we recommend all the range bet 1/3, maybe, but we get flush draw, you gotta bet. Let's see if we get ace king offsuit right on this spot. Should we continue to bet? Okay, even if you get ace king offsuit, you are almost just checking 15 really small percent of the time, but most likely you 43% of the time bet one third, 26% of the time bet once a half. So pretty both are married, I guess. Yeah. Let's see. What did I do wrong right this spot? Turn comes this. So betting huge. We're doing correct. We bet 22 into 33.5. We actually betting 2/3. Since we get improved to a gutter, and he just called. The pot is how much the pot? Already 77.5. We are actually playing kind of deep, 124 big blind. So we have around 86 left. The pot size bet. River comes a 6. He says just give up. The GTO said we should give up. Let me think about it. If he's doing bluffing, then 6-7. Just river a pair. What kind of hand you can call two straight? Is some kind of ace high flush, queen jack, queen ten, king queen, ace queen, 6-7 suited, pocket. I don't think any pair because the turn 6-7 still be possible. I don't know. This is hand. It says just give up, but isn't it? What kind of hand gonna bluff? Okay, let's say on the river comes a 6. When he check, it says we should check. So all in 62% of the time for which kind of hand. Of course, all your ace 4 means all the bluffing, but not really rarely. You shouldn't have it too much all the time. We have king queen suited. You just check it back. Since we block in our opponent's range of join, we actually he may have more. He may have more value hand than a 6-5 suited 2-pair. That's ace queen off. Should just check. Not too much value from there. Kings should jam. So all the overpairs should jam on the queen high board. Queens 100% jam. There's no question. Um, what kind of bluff? King 10 of hearts. Just check it back. King 10 of club gonna jam. Let me see. King 10 of club. Why? King 10 of club. We have King 10 of club there some of the time. I don't know. This is some kind of spot you're gonna jam. There's no showdown. And it's unblocking all the hands. The reason is, why King 10 of club? Why not King 10 of diamond? It's just funny though. But most of the time, it's just shoving a lot of value hand and give up the flush draw. Just give up the river. Check it back. This time we win, just like, I don't know. Queens. We lost to ace king of spade this hand. We got queen of spade. What can I do? We are in a big blind. We're so deep. Check the flop with the jet high board. It's actually correct 100% of the time. Even we get, let's see, 3-bet. He 4-bet. He 4-bet. That's why we have to check. He check it back. The reason I bet in here is charging the XX or King X or spade. So here, don't do that. Don't do bet half. It suggested me to bet really small, 5, like 1/8. That's really interesting though. Or 1/3. Or checking, continue to check. Since 4-bet pot, they still have some overpair. Or check back the ace king of spade. This is very, very. The betting half is not that good in GPO's mind. I don't understand. I'm still understanding how it's going on. Anyway, we analyzed this too. Pretty good. Single hand really did a lot of things. This is the unnarrowed 10. Let's see. On the third, which we don't have too much losing hand here. Cut up with ace king off, button 3-bet. We do a 4-bet, he call. Flop comes king a6. We bet 1/3, pretty standard. He call. Turn comes a jack. Bet 30, which also correct. Either comes a queen. So we should just check 100% of the time. But the pot is 130 already. He gets 63 left. Should I? No. I want to start at this spot. If I check and he jam, what are you gonna do? That's nasty. He 3-bet 10-9 off. Okay, let's say we check and he jams. So all the ace king off, 100% call. Why you are not shoving yourself, you know? Because all the diamond miss. You should give him some chance to bluff some diamond. Huh. Can we get called by birds king 10? King 10 supposed to check it back 100% of the time, so this is GTO's mind now. Interesting. Okay, this is just one noticeable hand, but this is really interesting. It suggests to me that to give the competitor a chance to bluff on that spot. But I think that's pretty merry though. I mean, shuffling doesn't seems too bad idea because what you gotta get called King 10. Uh, that's true. Oh, 5.9. We have some July the 5th. We have aces in the cutoff. Hijack raise to 3 with 3 bets. He 4 bet. We just call, which is 92% of the time. You should just call. Flop comes ace high. He bet. We just call. 100% of the time, pretty good. Turn comes out the ace. We get quads. He bet. Just call. Here comes a 7. You think we just bet much more than this? 31. I bet fairly small. Just want to induce a check raise, but actually he should let me bet 1/3 or like 40% of the pot. If it's just more, yeah, more correct. I mean, jam all in doesn't give too much. Interesting. This is really interesting hand. When you get quads, you still should get value on the river. But I want to make some cheeky play over there at that time. Button against queen, facing a 3 bet. We should call or 4 bet. Both are good. We shouldn't fold. We shouldn't all in. Flop comes king 7. 39%, 39 big blind ball. We bet 1/4 and small blind call. If it comes a 10, we improve actually. We bet 21. He call. If it comes a 5, and he just give up. So the a lot of hands he's gonna give up. What the small blind shows, he folds, but we're representing the king. But when the turn we bet half, he still call. He very likely have a king. Then can he has a pocket queen, a pocket jack? Don't know. But when we bet the turn, and very likely to jam the river, I think queens or jacks should be there. I want to know if I'm the opponent with queens or jacks facing a double barrel. Should I call or not? Okay, let's see. Right here. Queens or jacks still there. Still there, right? There's 2 hands still there. King 10 gonna just call, get bolt. Just slow play. Ace queen. Ace queen of hearts. You gotta do a 100% all in. Like a check raise bluff. No, it's not true. Just call. There's no way you're gonna jam all in 100%. But it's just like 33% of the time she can do some aggression. King queen, so that you get a king for sure. Pocket 7, you unblock all the king and hearts. You're gonna go for a check raise for get value. Okay, here comes a 5, check. I forget the hand. Okay, here comes a 5, check. When it jams all in, queen's supposed to go 71% of the time. Jacks, how about jacks? 56, yeah, pretty the same. Ace queen gonna fold, but you're gonna pick up some bluffing. Ace queen of spade gonna call. Things seems like it's interesting that you gotta bluff cash with ace queen. No, ace queen, right? Seeing this? Because you unblock all the backdoor draw that your opponent may be bluffing. But still, it's just funny to using this to bluff cash 100% of the time. I cannot do this though. I don't think your opponent is really polarized, but it's just exactly like me ace queen, this kind of hand. Or you beat ace jack, you beat ace queen, you chop in ace queen. Um, yeah, it's pretty interesting. This is spot though. Yeah, not too much spot. think we did this. Let me take a look one more time. Un unstand the spot for GTO. I think we just did this, right? No, queens. I think we did this just now. Yep. We can just delete these two. We can take a look at this. Okay, let's see this spot. Get pocket queens in the small blind. We 3-bet into 9. Pretty standard. Basically 5x, 4x plus big blind. 4 plus 1. 4. It make it 10 as opposed to. He 4-bet, we call. Flop comes 7-6-6, we check. He bet 1-4, we call. With mean raise, we just call most of the time and mean raise some of the time. I want to decline equity from ace king. I have him rejam. What should I do? I don't know. And then ace or king continue to bet, we just fold. I guess this is the plan. Turn comes a deuce, check, check. Where comes a queen, it says we just keep checking. Let him bluff. Or so since his rare hand doesn't have aces and kings, because they will keep betting, you should just check, let him bluff. Is that the concept over here? Probably. Interesting, this hand. But we just misplay this hand. 7, July the 7th. I think that they made play well too. All the unnailed 10 we're doing pretty decent. Yeah, we're gonna delete this. Oh shit. Almost finished. This hasn't been analyzed, so we couldn't. It's still waiting. So we probably already finished all the. This is still on progress. Yeah, we did what we can do, and hope. It's just funny though. That GTO is actually thinking about much more, not that aggressive as what I think. Especially when we have flush draws, J draw, we keep double barrel and they keep calling. You should give up with the river. That's the best play. So pick up some hand to check back the turn, and pick up some hand to keep barreling, and that's huge fun. I think that's pretty much making sense though. So yeah, pretty good the first time to do it like that way, and probably just finish here. See you.